Okay, we've got part 2 of Oasis coming up here. As you can tell from the first part, the capture card was just awful this whole time, so I've had to chop this up a bit, try and edit out some of the awful capture card failures. So it's not going to be a full unedited version, which I usually like to do, which shows all my failures and successes and everything. So there's going to be a little bit of editing, but I'm going to leave this bit in, even though it's lagging a bit, because it shows that Benzilla hit exactly the same rock I did. Just to prove that that rock is just dice laughing at us, I guess. But anyway, we're going around with the Bradley, around the rock I went in with here. I'm gunning for Benzilla. He's got the 30mm, I think he's got a weapon on. And now that I've scouted that crate out and I know what it looks like and does, I know it's an open crate, well, at least we know it's an open crate. With the 30mm on a hill bombarding it, all we need to do is get that thing armed and it's going to be dead. They're going to have troubles taking us down. So that's the plan, just support the crate until it goes down. Bombard it, or whatever. He's got ult weapon firing, just an extra bit of firepower. And I'm looking over this rock here, because Benzilla's looking across the open path, the open base, looking towards the crate. His blind spot is where I'm looking now, just around this rock. If a C4 class comes around there, then that's going to be real big trouble. So even though I'm not looking at anything right now, I'm looking at potentials and keeping this tank alive. I'll check back every now and then like that, but I always return back and focus on that rock, just to make sure that this tank doesn't die. So at least it doesn't die until the crate is taken. You see, it is actually armed, so we're in a great position to hold this crate. And Benzilla's knocking people off that crate, so that's going to plan. And we got the destruction. A little bit too late, they mortar strike us, it's too late for that, we've already got the crate and our job's done, so we get out of here. I'm editing out some failures from the capture card. Basically Benzilla stole that tank, I tried to get out and repair it and someone rocketed me as I was repairing it. So I'm here to repair again as we reverse back. If you've got the enemy tank, always try and keep the enemy tank alive, because they don't have it. So it's better that they don't have it than you do have it, so don't treat it like your own tank, treat it bit more carefully. So that's what we do, we bring it back here and we get mortar strike there, like all the way back here, which is just ridiculous. We both laughed about that and the fact that it missed and barely did anything. So we're going to repair that off and get back in there, and he says look behind us, and lo and behold there is actually someone trying to C4 us. Spin around, take him down, carry on. So moving up this road here, which is obviously absolutely crawling with anti-armor classes, and the capture card will sort itself out in a minute. This is the building there that sniper ran into that usually a crate would be in, but there isn't a crate, so that's interesting. So we're looking at this, and apparently it's over there in the building directly in front of us in that terraced area. I knew the terraced area was there, I've heard Dice talk about it. But over across the road there, that bit's completely different. That's the old spawn point of B, where the defenders used to spawn. It's now a base, which looks damn awesome, and it's going to be awesome to defend that one day. So that's pretty damn awesome. And we get shot and blown up from the crate house because I was too busy oogling the the special effects of the map. So it's like, ooh, that's new, oh, I'm dead. So we go with a slight change in plan now, changing class, USA 12, lightweight pack, and recon, so that I can recon out some of this, the cover. This is a good tactic in Bad Company 1, mainly because the recon balls, whatever you want to call them, motion sensors, were a lot better back then. They pretty much spotted as soon as they did it, so they're not as good on this one, and they don't go as far, so it's not as good tactic really. See, I'm being shot from somewhere, I have no idea where I'm getting shot from. I'm just going to go to cover and let Benzilla deal with it, because I'm obviously spotted because I'm nearly dead. And he deals with him, so he's down. And we move on up, doing a sort of double team as we move up from house to house here. So we're scrambling over stuff and just clearing houses one by one. This is the house we got shot from, so we're going to check it out and clear it out. And apparently there's a sniper on the roof. So we go different ways and cut him off. Me and Benzilla just completely pincer movement him. And I picked the sniper's kit up. I have no idea what kit he's got, but I shoot that guy straight in the chest, and I use his Raffica to put pretty much a full round of Raffica in him. He doesn't go down. I'm wondering what health he's on. It's a bit hard to tell, but that bullet definitely hit him with the capture card failure. And he's on, like, is that 80 something, 90 something? Either way, failure from the capture card and failure from that sniper rifle to do any damage to that guy resulted in my death, so that kind of sucks. But we got the crate, so there's always a silver lining. Or did we get the crate? No, we didn't get the crate. Well, it's not yet anyway. We're losing fighting harder, so we're coming around the back here. Screw that. We've already tried sneaking through, we've tried running through in a tank, so we're just going to come from the back forward. We've got people on the crate by the looks of it. And either we were motion censored there, or that guy was coming down the stairs at the wrong time for me. Didn't really stand much of a chance. I can't believe I'm still using the USA 12, to be honest. Having tried out all the other shotguns, I think the S20K is a lot better. So I'm not quite sure why I'm using that. So we are on Bravo. And as you see, I think Benzilla gets spotted here and gets taken down. I get hit, so I think I'm spotted. In fact, I know I'm spotted for the way everyone just comes for me here. So I'm making a beeline to get away from everybody. But everyone's like running towards me, trying to get me. So obviously I was spotted. And the amount of manpower they got back there is absolutely retarded and ridiculous. And there's no one on the crate. So they spent there's nearly a whole squad to come and get me then. Yeah, they got me, but we got the crate. And I said it once, I said it again, that's a trade I'm always willing to do. So moving on to the last base here. We've got a fast mover going in here. Luckily for me, I've got a little glitch going on here where if you spawn on the ATV fast mover thing, you can point forward, so that's pretty cool. And I'm at the edge of the boundary here, Benzilla's circling. And I think I know what he's going to do. Seeing as we know exactly where the tank spawns on this last base, or at least we think we do, Benzilla's going to rush forward and just check it out. Having a little look there, and I can see it there, yep, the 30mm spawned in the same spot. So Benzilla's going to have that, and he's just going to cause some trouble for them there. There's bars on that window, so you can't get through there, and the window explodes, so that's cool, don't even have to go through it. And I want to get in that tank with Benzilla and assist him. So I throw down a motion sensible just before I get in, just to be like, yep, so people can't see for us. And then Benzilla tells us, oh, I've already got the electronics upgrade, so I can spot people through walls. So it's a waste of a motion ball, pretty much. That sucks. And we're just running around the back of their base now, hopefully to cause enough problems for them so that when our team arrive, they can walk up and do these crates. The crates are right in the open. One of them's moved off a building. Well, one of them's moved off a building down into the centre there. As you can see there, I sucked with the USA 12. I think that's when I stopped using the USA 12 forever. After I just failed to kill that guy, shooting him in the legs. Anyway, as I was saying, the crates in this base, there was one on the roof, and there's one where it is now. The one on the roof is kind of teleported all the way across, and is also on the ground, but it doesn't have any cover around it. A is completely unguarded, but B is surrounded by sandbags, so it's quite enclosed. You can't fool anything on it, so B's going to be one of the toughest crates in the game, I reckon. And we're going to go a different way. We've tried sneaking through, we've tried rushing through, so we're a nice little boat here. I'm just looking at the nice crystal blue waters and checking stuff out this way. So having a little look at the base here, of course, that we saw. And it's got concrete backing onto the water there, so it's not exactly a landable position. We're going to flank around the back here, and while we're over here, there's something we just want to check out, and that's over here. The old Oasis, of course, once you finished Oasis, it went on to Final Ignition, and it's nice that DICE actually put the detail of putting Final Ignition there. As you can see all the little the buildings, everything over there, that was Final Ignition. Too bad we can't play it, but it's nice that DICE put the detail in there that we can look over and just reminisce. There it is. Oh. And there's people firing at Humvees. I didn't really pay any part in that, so that's alright. And I'm an assault. Benzilla's a recon class, so I'm going to keep him fed with motion balls, and we're going to see what we can do from the back and assist some of these crates. this is probably the best chance we've got to take these crates. So have a motion sensor, have some motion sensors, Benzella, and I'm going to do what I can from the roof. You see there's diamonds flying around the base everywhere right now. And Benzella says he can see the crate perfectly. If the crate's armed, then he can cover it. That's what he tells me, so that's my cue. I'm going to go and arm the crate. And arming, and I'll try and make it back to cover, but it's not too hopeful, because when you set off a siren like that, everyone turns and looks at you, so not really a lot I could do there. I picked the going after the Spec Ops instead of the sniper there, just because I thought the sniper would switch to a pistol, but he got a lucky shot on me, and there's not really a lot I could do about that. It was 2-on-1 anyway. Benzella's now telling me that the clear bead he had on the crate has got blocked by a tank which came out of nowhere, so that sucks. There's not really a lot we can do now, because I've picked a assault class and I'm rushing in there. I'm assuming that all those blue diamonds in there are still in there, and of course when I arrive, this is not a courtyard that we control. So I arrive, bursting through everything, everyone turns and looks at the obvious Humvee, and I get absolutely mown down. I thought that I'd be arriving to assist a load of guys that we already control that courtyard, and that was really not the situation I was expecting to find. So I got absolutely murdered. Not through my own choice, I almost get float over to Final Ignition over there. Have a little look from the bridge. There's the spawn point from Final Ignition for the first attackers. They run up that hill. Anyway, we don't get to play that map, so you're just going to make yourself miserable looking over there. And there's the losing, we're fighting harder. And I see there's a tank there, and the tank's still there. I'm completely the wrong kit. Spotted, die. I'm not really too fussed about that, because the tank's there anyway. With the tank there, there's nothing I can do, so I've got to change kit. It was silly of me bringing that kit in the first place, unless Benzella can see for it or something. Being an assault class, I'm just going to be absolutely no help, so the tank's the biggest threat, and I am going to see what I can do about it. Hell of a long walk, unfortunately. Just like with the old bases, the bases didn't move up on the old one, and it doesn't move up on this one either, so it's a long walk. Da-da-da. I could cut this out, but you know, I've been cutting out all the other stuff. I really don't like cutting stuff out. You see people just like leaving the action parts in. That may be nice, but it kind of gives a false impression of the game. There are boring bits like this, and I prefer to leave it all in there to show you what's what. Now I'm turning around here because Benzella's saying that something's wrong with his character. I think he's discovered a glitch where if you get on the javelin and you jump off or something happens to your character. I'm not quite sure if it's a glitch in this map. I will have to investigate that later and see if it's a specific map glitch, because those things are notorious, especially on dice games. But yeah, this is Benzella's character's full speed there. He's firing as fast as he can, so he's pretty much lame right now. And we're just going to go in here and see what we can do. Tickets are at 4, or is that 6? I can't read from here, but not enough to take a base. So it was a nice try. I'm glad that the very, very first time I actually managed to play this, I managed to get all the way to the end of the base and show off the map nice. So this is my very, very first time playing this map, and as you can see, I sucked hard because I was oogling pretty stuff and not doing strategies and tactics which are worked out from playing a map for a given amount of time. So I will be doing this map again sometime when I know what I'm doing and the capture card works for me, so be sure to check that out, and let's move on to some Harvest Day and compare what I got right and wrong with the stuff on that. So see you guys soon.
These guys are no joke. Better send in the cab for this shit. We're leaving.